Hey everybody, Tim here with tonight's episode of Star Trek The Next Generation, Season 7, Episode 18, Eye of the Beholder. So if you go back and you watched my animated episodes from Star Trek, the animated series, there's an episode called The Eye of the Beholder. So I think it's kind of interesting that they just chopped off the and kept going with this. So I've kind of mentioned how for the next several days I am on vacation from work, much needed, and I'm binging so much Star Trek right now because I'm trying to get ahead, because sometimes I get with work and personal life, I get a little bit behind, and then those are the days where there's one episode and I try to get ahead of that. So maybe I'm just doing too much, but this episode just bored the hell out of me. I could not get into this episode. So I have very little to talk about because I don't know, maybe I'm doing this episode an injustice, but I got nothing. I don't even know what happened in this episode. I saw somebody, a crew member kills himself, and that's kind of a touching scene. It's right in the beginning, and Riker kind of blames himself. And then from there, it just turns into this big murder mystery, which I actually pulled up the timestamp. It's 28 minutes before it really gets to the murder mystery part. And the whole first half of this episode is them just trying to figure out why this guy killed himself, because they don't think it was depression. They think there's a reason, and there does end up being a reason. That it goes back to 8 years ago when the Enterprise was being constructed. There was this love triangle, and the crew member got upset that his girl was seeing somebody else, and he killed her and hit her body in a bulkhead, and that's it. And I mean, realistically, that's all there is to this episode. And I feel bad that I'm boiling it down, and I'm maybe doing it an injustice, but yeah, I got nothing else. I thought this episode was more interesting seeing Worf try to approach Riker and say, hey, I'm interested in dating Deanna. And there's some interesting triangle going on there. I'm a little sad that we start seeing Deanna and Worf finally get together, and then there's 6 episodes left for the series, and then it's just all erased. So I always felt like that was an injustice as well. Maybe it's this whole episode, but I don't know. For those who have seen this one, maybe you could explain it to me that I just missed it. Maybe I'll take a day off for Star Trek and then kind of re-watch the next episode refreshed. Go ahead, let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Thank you guys for everything. You guys are awesome for putting up with me on the good days and the bad days. Clearly this is a bad day. So I appreciate all of you. Thank you guys for the subscriptions and the messages and everything, and I will see you guys next time for Genesis.